13 years, y'all. One standard. Have y'all ever noticed that every offseason we always talk about the draft pick? We always talk about the biggest free agent signing. We talk about who's the player who's going to make the change and change everything for this team. But today, we're going to talk about somebody who has been here all along. Tress Way. For 13 seasons, throughout coaching changes, ownership changes, winning seasons, losing seasons, one thing remained the same, and that's Tress Way, y'all. Yeah, I know. He's just a punter. No, he's much more than that. He is everything to this team. He has become the standard. Think about this for a moment, y'all. Washington has changed tremendously over this decade. New philosophy, new expectations, new leadership. And one thing that never changed was Tress Way. He didn't become expendable. He became essential. There's a reason why Tress Way is so essential. You don't keep a player for 13 years by accident. You also don't get a player that has 3 Pro Bowl selections by accident. You don't get a player who has played 196 regular season games by accident. You certainly don't extend the player at the age of 35 by accident. Organizations like Washington has earned trust with Trust Way, and that's why he is essential. Trust isn't just given to you, it's earned, and Trust Way has earned it. When I look at Trust Way, I don't see him as a player who just punts the football, right? I see a player who is disciplined. I see a player who is consistent. I see a player who is selfless. He gave up his number 5 to JD5 his rookie year. He's consistent. Maybe that's why he's still here. Not because he just punts the football, but because he represents the standard. And that kind of standard never goes out of style. Tressway has quietly built that trust every single season, yo. He has nearly over 40,000 career punting yards, a career average of 46.9 yards per punt, more than 325 punts placed inside the opponent's 20-yard line. Did y'all need me to repeat that and say it louder for the people in the back? Okay, 325 punts placed inside the opponent's 20-yard line. Those numbers matter, but they aren't what impresses me the most. What impresses me so much about Tressway is his consistency. Is week after week, year after year, coach after coach. He simply just showed up, yo, and he just did his job at a high level. How many of those do we have like that within the organization? That's something that every championship organization values. Not just talent, dependability, professionalism, preparation, and consistency. We as fans, we spend so much time talking about explosive plays all the time, and that's something that sometimes we overlook the hidden moments that help teams win football games. A punt that pins an opponent deep, a change in field position, yo, a defense getting the advantage because someone quietly handled their responsibility. And those moments don't always make highlight reels, but coaches notice, the organization notice, teammates notice, and our winning Washington Commander football team is noticing Tress Way. And so today, I'm noticing him. Today, I'm giving him his flowers. So while everybody else is focused on what's new, I want to think, I think it's worth taking a moment to appreciate a football player that has showed us consistent commitment each and every year for 13 years. Sometimes the players that say the least is the one that we should value the most. And I just want to say, Tress Way, thank you for 13 years. Thank you for setting the standard. I am your girl, Lady Evelyn from Onside Kicking It. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope you enjoyed my perspective. We're not just talking about football, yo. We're talking about the culture, we're talking about the talent, we're talking about the development of the players, we're talking about the culture of this organization. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I see y'all in the next one. Peace.